Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Hakima.
How are you?
Good.
This is how we start all our meetings.
A soulful check-in. In 2022, AWID is celebrating its 40th anniversary, which is a really exciting moment. And it really brings out how the world around us has been changing.
One of the things that has been challenging during the period that Cindy and I have been co-EDs is really the fact of the pandemic and that moment of the pandemic where we needed to significantly pivot, but also be really agile and open to what was different in the world and how we could respond.
Yes.
I think when you and I first started, I think we felt as though we had to jump right into it and do everything and get it all done. And we had this huge vision and we wanted to execute. Maybe that's also a lesson from the pandemic, is that you won't necessarily do everything, but you'll do some really important things. And that feels good.
Yeah, I think that's kind of an important reflection, just the importance of the process and the journey and that folks are on, even as we try to stay really focused on what are the changes that we're trying to push for. Feels like we've moved from a time when we were focusing on the head and our kind of logical, strategic arguments to really about how we touch people and connect with each other, because we need to be able to support each other through these times.
I think we all felt that discomfort of uncertainty was also really a powerful opportunity to bring people together and to mobilize and say what we needed and what we demanded as a feminist movement. And one of the things that we noticed was that during the pandemic, rather than sign-ups to membership decreasing, they actually increased. I think there's something really powerful for feminists, no matter where you are, knowing that there are others who think like you, who share the same values around the world.
It's a privilege to work for this organization that has 7,000 members around the world, that is connected to so many incredible activists. I feel lucky to be part of a project that's about trying to support feminist movements wherever they are, whatever they're doing. What do you want to see more of in feminist organizing and movements?
We want to see more ways that we can look at the tensions that exist amongst feminist movements, use them as points of creativity that can get us to the next place.
And so that feels really key as we go forward, right? To not hold back in terms of our asks and demands, and to really put out there not just the little bit that we think we can get out of this process, but what we really want to see and like the changes that we need to see. In the moment of like celebrating an anniversary, it brings kind of an appreciation for all the people that have come before us. And it makes me also excited about what's to come, right? Because as Hakima and I step out, new leadership will take up the role and will carry the organization forward in new and different ways.
When we started, we couldn't have predicted some of the challenges of the last 5 years. But I feel like this has been a reaffirmation that we're a world in multiple crises, and in many ways also a reaffirmation that feminist movements are the solution, and that we make the change that the world needs in order to kind of get back from these crises.
It's not a time to kind of play by the rules, because the system isn't playing by the rules and it's not responding to those sort of shifts.
I love that. Break the rules because the rules aren't made for us.
Yeah.